got it. He fired it in, and Byfuglien has moved up. But the puck is cleared out to center ice. A long shift, but both these lines are changing. Some of them anyway. Sherratt left it, and Byfuglien shot is on. That and got back in a hurry. Didn't get the puck though. Fired ahead on the boards. Peluso made short, got it. Here's a break coming in. Gagliardi, and a nice blocker save by Smith. Line. Michael Stone backed up through the pass ahead. They're coming in again. Centering pass a bit too high to handle for Ekman-Larsson. Jets get in. Quick shot. Score! That's that first line again. Little, Wheeler, and Ladd. And Little came up quickly on the play and scored the first goal of the game.
Well, Brodker here with the giveaway, and he tries to throw it back.
In the National Hockey League to do that. Fellow by the name of Scotty Bowman. He's number 1. So 2 great coaches we're talking about. There's his goal by Arizona. A quick shot from the line. Ekman-Larsson, the young promising defenseman, just unloaded the shot. And I don't believe Pavelec saw it right off the bat because he didn't move. It went right through.
Well,
tie game.
Larsson's had a terrific year in terms of offense. He's got 9 power play goals. Here's the handoff from Pavelec. He gives the puck away. Now sneaking in from the point is Larsson after the Coyotes get good puck control, come from behind the net, and a pretty little pass from Shane Doan to find Ekman-Larsson, and he just rifles it up.
Coyotes 1. Jets of Winnipeg 1. Vermette tried a backhand pass. That worked. The defenseman Murphy moved up. Shot is on. Gloved by Pavelec. First power play, and here's the first chance. Handle, jumped it off. Stays back at the line, takes the pass. Comes over here on this side. Returning the other side. Nice save by Pavelec. Looking for a go-ahead goal maybe. Nearly given up at the line. Shot coming from Yandel. No, he passed off. Right in close. And a nice save by Pavelec. Reeder came in and he waited and appeared to have the goalie moving and tried to lift it. But Pavelec made a dandy stop.
Coach Dave Tippett compares Reeder to Jari Lehtinen, a player he coached in Dallas, a strong defensive player. But one of the things he has to work on is his offensive
efficiency, and they nearly have this one done. However, here's a shot that's ripped hard and wide of the net by Michael Stone. Arizona in on top of it, but the power play is over. They're in after the puck in front of the net, and down is Pavelec. He can't find it. Now he does. Back, Frolik waits. Back to the line for Enstrom. Winds up, fake the shot. Missed Frolik with the pass. It's in deep. Frolik again, back to the line. Now the shot. Off the goalpost. In wide of the net. Comes off the boards. Little and Vermette. Their lines are on now. And it's cleared out down to Botker. In on the net. Off the outside of the post that time.
It's the first chance by Reeder. Cutting to the side. It just rattled off the post.
Number 1. Wheeler checked his man. The 2 of them hit the ice. Coming on. The young defenseman played it up. Ekman-Larsson comes in after it. Behind the net, Botker tried to center. He did. Backhand shot is stopped. Big save by Pavelec, and he was down. He played it back to his defenseman. Shot in there all right by Sherratt, and he heads off on a change. Score! Oh, that was a bad move in that zone by the Coyotes. And all alone was Frolik. All alone. That's a go-ahead goal for Winnipeg.
Well, Mike Smith is a puck-handling goaltender, and normally the defense get away from him on shoot-ins. And here is the shoot-in now. Smith gets the puck behind the net. And they get away from him, but a miscue here as the puck goes right over the stick of Connor Murphy on his backhand, and then the rest is history as Frolik is wide open in front.
And saw that. Wheeler carries on. Backhand of the puck in and gives chase. Great skating winger for Winnipeg. Wheeler, the veteran, played it to the boards. And 9. Puck is played on and down the ice by Enstrom. Up on it quickly. Peluso around and at the backhand try, and he was knocked down before he could get a second chance. something going. Andrew Ladd picks it up and got it out across the line to center ice. Hard hit on Wheeler. Stopped him in his tracks. The hit by Ekman Larsson. Turning back will be Galiargi. Lost at the blue line, but the Jets pick it up and get it out. Chance coming in. Pelusal. Shot was on. Nice save off the blocker of Smith. Bufflin. He shoots it right. Another save off the blocker. Picked out in front of the net. Good goaltending by Mike Smith. For the last game for Wayne in the National Hockey League. Winnipeg trying to get another goal here. A little shot along the ice. That left pad of Mike Smith stopped 2 in a row. Scheifele went off balance, couldn't make a play. Bogosian throws it over to the boards, and the shot is high. It was deflected up there and off the glass. Kane comes in, shoots off the blocker again. Penalty is over. And down the other way for Doan. Comes over here, and the shot fired on the short side and wide. Not sure Pavelec got a piece of that or not. He reached for it. Yandel stopped it at the line, sets it up over there for Hansel. He centered it. Doan in front of the net and couldn't jam it home. Coyotes are up, rushing the zone. It's brought in over the line by Doan, trying to backhand it through. Got to break the other way for Bufflin. Coming in hard with Little. Back in front, Little, and what a save! And down the ice for Yandel. Dumped it ahead, and back and forth they go to start the third period. 4-minute mark coming up. Chance for Vitale. Shot a stop. Vitale has a rebound. Further back to get control of the play in their own zone. And Bufflin starts it up. It's tipped near the line, down for Scheifele. Cutting in. Scheifele. That's stopped. Mike Smith stayed with Scheifele all the way.
Here, I think, and start over.
We're nearing the 6-minute mark of the period, and the shots are only 2-1 Winnipeg. This one missed the net. No shot there. And got to center. Give it to Smith. You'll get this. Was nearly knocked down, though, inside the line by Andrew Ladd. He was knocked down the other way. And the shot off the right pad of Pavelec. Away for Winnipeg Jets. Wheeler with him. And the pass was intercepted. Coming on Yandel. He'll get a shot here if he wants. Centered it. That didn't work. And then Yandel centered it a second time, and Gagne missed it. 1-on-1. Make it 3-on-1 as they catch up for Scheifele. Score! Bufflin joined the rush. Scheifele waited and saw him. Gave him the puck. And he scored. 3-1 Winnipeg.
Well, Yandel just takes off twice in this shift. The centering pass doesn't work, and then Yandel just chips it back right back into the middle of the ice, and that creates a 3-on-1 for the Jets. And I love this finish by Bufflin. I mean, he just delays after Scheifele throws it across, waits for the goaltender Smith to go down, and just with those soft hands for a big man, just chips it up over top of Smith to give the cushion.
Power play. The group starts up to center. Dropped in over the line, backed up a little bit by Hansel. Over here, the shot. Look out! In the goal! Well, it looked harmless. Into the crowd. And the goalie seemed to have it. Pavelec looked like he had it, but he couldn't hang on to it. And it's going to be the goal by Korpikoski. Watch this.
Well, Michael Stone's got a really hard shot from the point, and the hometown kid lets it rip here. And you're right, Bob. I think that Korpikoski in front's going to redirect this puck in past Pavelec, who is right on
line of Pavelec. Kept in there. Another great chance, and another big save by Pavelec. Gagne came off the boards. Score! They've tied it up. It was Yandel first, and now the crowd. And from the crowd, Vermette will get the tying goal here in Winnipeg.
Yeah, I think it did hit him, Bob. We'll have to see. Certainly a crowd in front of the net. But a great save moments before. There's the first one as Pavelec saves the day in front of the net. And then shortly there afterwards, a glove save. So, I mean, the Arizona Coyotes are all over. And then here's the shot from the point. And I believe you're right, it hit Vermette at the high slot. and then redirected it. It hit Ryder as well. Yep, it hit.
Gagne brought it over the line, lost it. Dumped out by Wheeler. He did get it up there. He had two mates coming with him, but couldn't get it far enough. 2-on-1, Gagne bringing it in. Gagne! And he's stopped by Pavelec with only 28 seconds remaining in regulation time. Over the line, just onside. The pass gets over in front of the net. Doan missed it a second time, and the horn goes to end regulation time. Gets going down to center ice. Wheeler is up with him. Wheeler gets the pass. Rebound. And they can't beat the goalie. His man out of the play. Scheifele got his stick on it briefly. That's enough to get him going. Scheifele gets the pass. Comes in. Passes back. Oh, what a glove save by Mike Smith. Cross-ice pass by Sherrod intercepted. This is Reeder. He could win the game for Arizona. He's stopped by Pavelec. I think he get his right foot on it. Seconds, turning. They're hollering to shoot. And the save is made. And right on the green light. Another save by Mike Smith. So we've got to settle it with a shootout tonight. Brian Little. He's 0 for 6. He's 1 for 7. What a story for Shane Doan. Questionable with a shot in the ankle the other day. He's playing. Now he can tie it.